Good morning, dear students. Thanks for coming to this class. Welcome, Jocelyn and Diane. How are you? Are you fine? Very good. Welcome, Veronica, Gabriela, and Emily. How was your morning? Did you have fun? Very good. Excellent. Thanks for sharing, dear students. I was waiting for you. Please wait a minute. I'm going to share my screen in order for us to start this class. We are ready now. Welcome again, dear students. Please, I want you guess some information and answer the following questions. What can you see? A picture. Very good. Let's think, and I want you to guess and answer the following question. First of all, who do you look up? Jocelyn, turn on your microphone. I want you guess and tell me and answer, who do you look up to? A man. Very good. He is sit down. I can see. Very good. Thank you very much. Another student. Diana, who do you look up? Very good. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Another question. What has this person done to make you look to him? What do you think, Veronica? Please turn on your microphone and tell us, what has this person done to make you look to him? Very good, interesting. And Veronica says that this person could be interesting and important facts. Very good, maybe. Someone else, Gabriela? What has this person done to make you look to him? Interesting. Gabriela says he could be a famous people. For that reason, I am going to look him. Very good. The last one. Could you think a lot of things to write or read about that person? Very good. Thanks for sharing, Emily. We can read or write information about him, such as his background, his studies, the most important fact that he did or done along his life. Very good. That is exactly that we are going to study today, because the topic for today is the parts of the biography and a biography. As a result, we're going to study what is a biography, the parts of the biography, and what information we can find within them. And the objectives for today is that you as students will be able to use biographies to identify and understand relevant information related to the greatest inventors and famous people. Do you have any question? No? With the topic? Very good. Let's continue. Please, we're going to watch an interesting video. Please pay attention. I would like to advise you to turn off your microphones in order for us to watch and listen the information in a correct way. Are you ready? Thumbs up? Very good. Please pay attention. Thank you very much, dear students. Now, please, what can I understand regarding this video? What is a biography? Someone can help me, please? What is a biography according to the information this video? Very good, Gabriela. Thanks for sharing. A biography is a description about people, about real people. Very good. I would like to add some information in order for you can understand in a good way what a biography is. Biographies are the one genre that can open their eyes and hearts to people who have made a difference in the world. Because in that case, we're going to understand the parts of a biography, the information we can find or write about a real person. He make a difference in the world, in the real world. Very good. Let's continue. Sorry. Now, please listen to me. I am going to describe, I am going to read some information regarding a person. Later, you have to guess who is the person about I did the description. Please pay attention. I am going to read. Ingenuity, creativity, and curiosity. These traits define the world's greatest inventors. This person, one of the history's most productive inventors, possessed all three qualities in great quantity. Some of his better-known inventions include the odometer, bifocal, and a more convenient way to heat homes. He also was responsible for the very first lending library, the first volunteer fire department, and daily light saving time. Who is this person? Jocelyn? No. Don't worry, Gabriela. Who is the person? Who is the person I described it before? No. Diana, please help us. Who is the person? Very good. Exactly. This is Benjamin Franklin, the most important inventor in the real world, because he helped us with Picasso, odometer, and another inventions that help us to live in a better way. Very good. Let's continue. Now I am going to summarize the information that we can see in that video. Please listen to me. What is a biography? Biography is an informational text about a real person. A biography is always written in third person, and the author is someone other than the person. For example, a biography is not a story about the author. Is someone else tell or write the story about, in that case, me? For example, the story of life by Helen Keller. The story of my life by Helen Keller. I suppose that Helen Keller wrote about my life because I did an excellent inventions, or I am a role model for someone else. For that reason, Helen Keller wrote about me. She wrote information in the third person, for example, she, he done, he did. Very good. Who is a biography written about? As I said before, we can read information or write about famous or notable people who are accomplishing something important or interesting in the real world, in cities, in the world. A famous people, as Benjamin Franklin was. Who is a biography organized? Remember that a biography has been organized in a chronological order. Also, we have to include date and cause of death in that case. For example, you have to include the date, who was born, family, school, and the date he died or that. Also, you have to include the important facts. The person, this person was special. Very good. Also, why do we read biographies? What is the reason? What is the most important reason? Because we have to read biographies. First of all, we can see how people impact in the world, the way they impact. Also, we can see character traits in real people. But it is not important to memorize the important facts. No. The important facts is that this person makes to change in a good sense in order for us to be better person, to be more creativity, to push us to become a better students, a better person, a better humans. That is the important fact that we can read biographies. It is not impossible that someone can become a role model for us. For that reason, it is important you read biographies. Let's continue. Very good. I am going to introduce you a Benjamin Franklin biography. Please, we're going to read. Please, Jocelyn, would you like to start to read the first paragraph? Only the first paragraph, including the topic. Very good. Turn on your microphone and go ahead. Thank you very much, Jocelyn. Please, Diana, turn on your microphone and read the second paragraph. Please, go ahead. Thank you very much. Now, please, Veronica, turn on your microphone and read the last one. Very good. Thanks for sharing your students. Very good. Please, as you pay attention the information, it is a biography because it includes personal background, important facts or inventions regarding the author, and finally conclude what important additional information about the author. As you can see, this biography was ordered in a chronological way, starting by the date the author was born, and finally when the date he did important facts. Also, it is wrote in third person, as you can see. He invented ficusal glazes, etc. In order for you to understand the information we read, it is important if you have the opportunity to read two times in order for you internalize or scan or skim the all information that you read. For that reason, I am going to introduce you a useful technique in order for you to summarize all the information that we read before and have a better visual way to understand and remember the facts. Let's continue. Someone can tell me what is it? Someone know the name? Very good, Gabriela. This is a timeline. Excellent. This is a timeline. I draw this timeline on the board in order for you, as I said before, you have a better and visual way to summarize the information we read before. Please pay attention. It is important to draw a timeline. It is important you write the date. First of all, you have to write the date, starting by the date when the author was born. In that case, I am going to write 76 because Benjamin Franklin was born in 76. Later, you have to include the date when the author died. In that case, in 1790. Later, you have to include the date and the important facts according they happened. In that case, in 1717, Benjamin Franklin swam fins when he was 11. Later, in 1742, when Benjamin was 36, Benjamin Franklin stopped. In 1950, when Benjamin was 44, he lightning rod. In the same way, in 1752, when Benjamin was 46, he made important facts such as flexible ordinary cathode. He invented key electricity curve, all from quite fight experiments, etc. You have to include important facts in that date. Next, in 1757, when the author was 51, he made 24-hour 3-nail clock. Next, in 1762, glass harmonica, when the author was 56. In the same way, in 1760, when the author was 64, he mapped of Gulfstream. In the same way, when the author was 78, in 1984, he invented bifocals. Later, in 1786, when the author was 80, long arm. And finally, as I said before, in 1790, the author died in April 1779, when he was 84. This technique is important because it helps us to understand in a better way, in a visual way, when we can summarize the information we read. In that case, a biography. You can summarize using a timeline, as I say, in that way, in an effective way. Do you have any question, dear students? Anything's clear? Very good, excellent. Let's continue. Now we're going to practice. I am going to introduce 3 biographies. I am going to share the link in the chat. Please wait a minute. Please wait a minute. Very good. I send a link in the chat. You have to click there in order for you to read the following information. We have 3 biographies. 1, 2, 3. First of all, we are going to read the information. Later, you have to match the text with the correct singer. 3 biographies, 3 pictures. Later, we are going to answer some questions to understand more in a more detailed way. Please, Jocelyn, read the first paragraph. Thank you very much, Jocelyn. You have to skim the text. This biography says she was born in United States, but she grew up in Mexico. She is a famous singer. What picture show a woman? This one, this, or this? Very good. If you skim the text, you can understand that the first biography refers a woman. In that case, this is a woman. I can guess that she is the person described in that biography. The second one, please, Diana, read please. Turn on your microphone and read the second biography. Very good. Thank you very much, Diana. In the same way, you have to skim the text. He was born in United States. He is a famous rapper. Who is a famous rapper? The first one or the last one? Very good. The last one. Let me see. Finally, say, I am going to read the biography, the last biography. He was born in 1968 in United States. He died in 29. He had 9 brothers and all of them working in music industry. In 1994, he got married with Lisa Mary Presley, daughter of Elvis Presley. However, they got divorced 2 years later. Then he married another woman and had 2 children through artificial insemination. He was a very famous pop singer and dancer. As a result, I can guess the last biography described the first author, the first picture. Now we're going to answer some questions regarding the information we read before. The 3 biographies. The first one, all singers were born in 19. All the singers were born in 19. As you can see, 58, 78, 70, but all of them were not born in 70. For that reason, the answer is true or false. Very good. False. You have to write only the letter F. Only the letter F in that case is false. But if it will true, you have to write only the letter true. The letter T, sorry. Another question. Eminem was not good at school. True or false? Eminem. Very good. The answer is true because remember that we read he failed the 9th grade 3 times. For that reason, the answer is true or false? True, you have to write the letter T. Another, Julieta Venegas, Michael Jackson, and Eminem had children? It isn't an easy question. Very good. All of them had children, but however, we are going to confirm this information. Julieta Venegas had a daughter. Eminem had a daughter. And the last one had 2 children. Very good. For that reason, the question number 3 is true. Another, all of them were born in the same country. Yes, true or false? The answer is true. Very good. The number 5, Julieta Venegas got divorced. Julieta Venegas, as you can see, the answer is true. Very good. The last one, Michael Jackson married twice. Michael Jackson, very good. True, because as we read before, Michael Jackson first of all got married with Lisa Presley. However, they got divorced 2 years later, and he got married again with another woman. He had 2 children with her. For that reason, the answer is true. You have to write the letter T. If you answer in that way, you have to send these answers in that way. You have to send me a photo with your job. Don't forget, you have to send me a photo with your job in order for you to develop the skimming reading, and I can see your job. you participated in that activity. Don't forget. Please, I'm going to share my screen again. Please wait a minute. Very good. Please listen to me. Now, as a homework, you have to draw a timeline about yourself or relatives or friends, only one in your notebooks. Don't forget, you have to organize the information in a chronological way, and you have to include the name about this is a timeline. Jocelyn, please, can you tell us what you are going to do as a homework? Very good, excellent. As Jocelyn said, and I said before, you have to draw a timeline about yourself, relatives, or friends, only one. You have to organize the information in a chronological way in order for us to understand. Later, you have to send me a photo with your job. It is important, don't forget. Do you have any question? Anything's clear? Very good. Let's continue. Now, please, I am going to evaluate your understanding in that activity. For that reason, please pay attention. You have to read the biographies by Brad Pitt. I am going to send the link in the chat in order for you to click there and fill the timeline with information that you can read in the biography provided. Very good. I am going to send the link in the chat. Please wait a minute. You have only 5 minutes to complete this activity. Please, Veronica, can you tell us what are you going to do in that activity? Very good, excellent. You have to read information provided and later you have to complete a timeline. I'm going to send a link in the chat right now. Please click there. Go ahead. Tell me, Jocelyn. Of course, if you didn't have the information, the full information in that biography, you can search another sources. You can use your phone or internet. Very good. Go ahead. Are you ready? Gabriela, are you ready? Please share your screen, please. Very good. I can see you work on this worksheet. How many times did you read the biography, the Brad Pitt biography? How many times, Gabriela? 2 is very good. Now I am going to verify if you complete this timeline according to the instructions. I can see in 1963, Brad Pitt was born in California. Very good. Between this time, I can understand between 1963 and 1985, he grew up in Missouri. Very good. In 1985, as I said before, Brad Pitt left for California when he was 20 years old. Very young, I can see. Between 1985 and 1987, Brad Pitt odd jobs, very good, and facing lesson, very good. In 1987, he got a small part in Dallas, very good. I can understand also that in 1987 and 1995, he played in more than 50 films. In 1995, he won his Golden Globe for the best actor. Very good, I can see you read in a good way. You reinforce your information. You have to read again and again in order for you to complete the information that required in this timeline. As you can see, this timeline, you put all the information with keywords. You do not write long text. You have only include keywords in order for you to get a visual way to understand, to summarize the information. Very good. This was my feedback. Please wait a minute. I'm going to share my screen again for the last activity. Very good. Don't forget, dear students, that the biography is not a story, it's a real text about someone wrote information about my life, someone, not you yourself. You yourself didn't write your biography. Someone else has to write about him. For that reason, he always he always write in third person. Also, you have to be a famous, honorable peoples, or in order for you to write someone else write information about you. Don't forget that we can use a timeline to put all the information with a figurative visualization of the process, highlighting key elements without much elaboration. Thank you very much, dear students. You did an excellent job. You did an excellent job. I can see you developed your reading skill in that activity. Thank you very much for sharing your answer. Take care. See you the next opportunity. Bye-bye. See you.